So I think we can start the session so that we can be able to manage to keep time. As the rest join in, we'll be able to admit them to the session and they can be able to follow the discussions from there. So good morning. I would like to request that as you join the meeting, kindly just ensure that you mute your mic. So good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Omboy. Work for HIFI International as a communications officer, and I'd like to welcome you to this very exciting and interesting session that you're having today. You can see the session is in partnership, that is HIFI International, together with Hello Tractor, that we've organized this particular session because we felt that it would be important for us to allow, to create a platform for us to engage, interact, and in case there is any clarity that anyone would need, we can be able to address them in here. So I want to first just start by just giving guidelines that will be just some housekeeping rules that will guide this particular session. I would like to request that we have our mics on mute. Also, if you have a question as the session is ongoing or as you're having the presentation, kindly feel free to just type on the chat. So we have somebody who will be keeping tab of the questions and we'll be able to ensure that we address them from there. But we also have a Q&A session, which is really dedicated to us engaging and responding to any questions or clarifications that you need. So if you're, and at that point, you would want to ask the question by speaking through the mic, just raise your hand. Once we pick you, then you can be able to unmute and ask your question. And please feel free to be to just ask your question and also be as brief as possible. To take you through the program. So we'll have already begun the session. I will take you through a round of introduction of the team that is here. We'll do an overview of the pay-as-you-go. G is pay-as-you-go financing model. So we'll be having this presentation by Belinda. Then we have about Tractors for Africa and tractor booking services promotion. This session will be led by Agnes. And then we have a Q&A session and then a wrap-up session by Francis. So allow me to introduce my colleagues so that we can be able to kick off the session officially. So I'd want to start with my colleagues from HIFI International. Kindly just unmute your mic, introduce yourself, have your video on so that people can also see who they're speaking to. Francis, you can start.
Good morning, Francis is my name, Francis Monge. I'm the communications lead for HIFI International.
Yeah, good morning, everyone, and welcome. My name is Agnes Kavatha. I work for HIFI as the digitization manager.
Michelle.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Michelle McKenna. I work for HIFI International in the communications department.
So Michelle is one who will also be keeping tab on the questions as you ask them. And now I'd want to invite Belinda from Hello Tractor to introduce herself.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to have you this morning from the HIFI team and also from our interested parties. So my name is Belinda. I am the pay-as-you-go account manager at Hello Tractor. Thank you.
Thank you, Belinda. So it would be important for me to give you a small overview about HIFI International before we start this session and go straight to the point. I know you in this particular session because either you're aspiring to become a tractor owner or you'd like to earn a commission from tractor service as a mobile booking agent. And that is why we are here today. So just to give you an overview about HIFI International, we started our operations in Kenya in 1981. And our mission is to work with and empower communities so that we can be able to end hunger and poverty while caring for the earth. So that's the mission of HIFI as an organization. So our priority issues that HIFI seeks to address include issues on income, access to food security, there's nutrition, environment, and also women empowerment. And how we do this is by by implementing value chains we are implementing projects in focusing on 3 value chains, that is dairy, poultry, and also beef. But also in addition, what to do is we also integrate horticulture and crop enterprises in the various projects that we implement. So we have implemented projects in various projects in the counties, some that have come to an end, some that are also ongoing. So as you're also interacting, you can be able to get more information about what we do, especially through our social media pages. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we are on Instagram, we're also on LinkedIn. So you can be able to get an overview of what we do as the Heifer International Kenya country. So now I'd want to now go straight to the point, because as I said, you're going to dedicate more time to the main agenda of the day. So I'd like to invite Belinda, who's going to start us off, just giving an overview of the pay-as-you-go financing model. And after she's done with the presentation, then we'll now move to Agnes. So Belinda, you're most welcome. So I will just be, okay.
Thank you so much for this. Again, my name is Belinda from Hello Tractor. I would just want to give us a brief overview of what pay-as-you-go is all about. So of course, as I start, I would also want to first give us a summary of who Hello Tractor is. So Hello Tractor is a mechanization company that is really into providing Uber services for tractor owners, of course, in Kenya, across Africa, and in India and Asia. And apparently, we are interested in making sure that smallholder farmers are able to get mechanization services in good time, so that they're able to increase on their livelihoods, and also to be able to increase in their general income. And so while doing our Uber services for tractors, that is providing mechanization solutions to fleet owners, including helping them get work, we, in partnership with Heifer International Kenya, thought it wise to be able to make tractors available for smallholder farmers in various regions. So how do we as Hello Tractor go about this? We already know that so many people, we have so many smallholder farmers across the country in Kenya who have the capacity or rather capability to manage tractors, but because of financial constraints, they are not able to purchase tractors for themselves or even afford bank loans because of lack of proper securities and even the high interest rates and the down payment amount. And so in partnership with Hello Tractor, we have a program known as Pay As You Go. Pay As You Go means that you repay, you do the repayment of the tractor as the tractor works. So Pay As You Go is meant to benefit everyone who has a farmer network and cannot purchase a tractor on their own or get financing through the banks. And so for such people, we have requirements as to like what they have to show us so that we can know that they will be able to manage these tractors that we are giving. The first one is you are able to at least be able to measure 1,235 acres, which you are supposed to service with the tractor that we will finance you to have in a period of 1 year. Because it's only when you can service 1,235 acres in 1 year that you will be able to repay for the entire financing program in the next 5 years. And then another thing that we are checking too is, you know, anyone can go and book farms, like anyone can be able to have a farmer network, but it also takes some level of dedication to manage a business, because we are giving you an asset that is worth 5 million if you take a tractor, 75 horsepower tractor and 2 implements. And of course, we are covering for your insurance and the Hello Tractor technology. And so for us to be sure that you can be able to manage these tractors, we expect you to make a down payment of 5%. This down payment is roughly 250,000 Kenyan shillings. So we'll expect you to pay that. And what is the package that you get from this financing program? Like what do you get when Hello Tractor and HIFA International finance you to have a tractor? We will give you a 75 power tractor that is either a New Holland or a Case tractor or a John Deere. The decision is based on us to know the model that we're giving you, because we're checking into so many things. And then we expect that you must take a tractor and at least an implement, because we would want you to optimize in your operation. If we give you, sorry, someone is speaking. I think you can help me mute them, Michelle. Thank you. Yes, we expect
Belinda? Catherine, kindly mute your mic. Belinda? I think we've lost Belinda. Just give us a minute. Yes. Agnes?
How will we think positively, no matter
Hi, Liz.
Could you maybe just pick up Belinda left as I'm trying to get in touch with her?
Okay. Tractor ownership. Yeah, I'll pick from where Belinda left. Yeah, in terms of requirements, you are supposed to qualify for this tractor ownership through the pay-as-you-go model. You need to book at least 1,235 acres of land to be serviced. You're also required to make a commitment fee or a down payment of 5%. And with that, you are now eligible to borrow or to get this tractor financing, and you'll be required to pay within a period of 5 years, 3 to 5 years max. maximum 5 years, but you can pay within 3 to 5 years if you get the right implements and you get the right acreage. The tractor comes with 2 implements of your choice, depending on the services that you registered. Like if you registered your farmers when you went around booking them and they need the moldboard plow or the reaper, that is what you will be able to get. Implements that will be useful for you at your community level. Good. I think that is the end of the presentation. That was to be done by Belinda. Now I will move on to the presentation on Tractors for Africa and also the opportunity that we are bringing up to you for earning a commission through booking of tractor services through the Hello Tractor app. So what is Tractors for Africa project? This is an initiative of HEIFA International through the Africa Regional Office, together with Hello Tractor, which seeks to bring more tractors to the ecosystem, as well as to present opportunities for women and youth who can be gainfully engaged as booking agents, tractor technicians, tractor operators, and eventually tractor owners, and run tractor servicing as a business. It is going up to the end of this year, up to December, and it is being implemented in 3 African countries, that is Nigeria, Uganda, and here in Kenya. And what the project seeks to do is to bring to the ecosystem, as I've mentioned, more tractors, because we need more tractors to farm the land or to farm the acreages that we have, because we have the issue of food security across Africa and also across Kenya. So I think this is a timely initiative, as it will be able to solve the challenges of mechanization, access to mechanization, as well as give us the transformation that we need in the ag sector by bringing in efficiency. So for the promotion that we are carrying out right now, it is running up to the 2nd day of December of next month. And for one to benefit from this promo, you will need to book acreages or move around the farms. For those who have not had a feel of the Hello Tractor app, you will have an opportunity to reach out and to get you walked through the Hello Tractor app. But for you to qualify, you must work through the Hello Tractor app to book tractor services in your community, and to get to qualify to earn a commission, which we are giving for this period on 50 shillings for every acre booked. Right? 50 shillings for every acre booked. And if you book up to 1,235 acres, you qualify to enter into a draw where you will be eligible to be picked as a winner, and you win a motorbike. But besides that, as the earlier presentation, if you book 1,235 acres, you are also eligible to become a tractor owner if you qualify or if you fulfill the requirements that we've talked about earlier. For one to benefit or to earn the commission, you must at least book 100 acres of land between now and December the 2nd. and it will be verified through the platform, the Hello Tractor platform. And we are only looking at servicing acreages of the very small scale farmers. We are not looking at somebody going to a big 1,000 acres and doing a round and then qualifying. We are looking at servicing small scale farmers. In terms of the regions or the counties that we are interested in, there are a number of them. We are looking at Nakuru, Nandi, Narok, Tana River, Turkana, Homa Bay, Tharaka Nithi, Meru, Embu, Isiolo, Marsabit, Trans Nzoia, Kilifi, Kwale, Machakos, Kitui, and Makueni. Those are the counties that we are running this promo in. So if you come from those areas, or if you are interested in joining this promo, you will have to have access to the farms or to small scale farmers within those counties. Yeah. Over to you, Liz.
Thank you, Agnes, for that clarification and that presentation, and also Belinda, back to the session. But then I remember what I said is we want to also dedicate a lot of time so that we can be able to answer questions that you have. You need clarity on anything that has been asked or the presentation that has been made. This is the opportunity. So I'd like to request that let's keep the chat box active. If you have any question that you'd want to ask, in the meantime, I'll just be going through the chat and also requesting my colleagues to respond to either of the questions. And if you feel that you also want to verbally ask your question, please just raise your hand. I'll ask you to unmute, and then once you unmute, you can be able to ask your question. So the first question was, and I'd like this to ask, I would like to ask Agnes perhaps to respond to this. Is the 1,235 acres an upper limit? This is from Emmanuel. Agnes?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen the question.
So
and
is the one.
Yeah, the 1,235 acres is the minimum to qualify to own a tractor. It is the minimum per year.
Okay, Emmanuel, I hope that question is answered. Benjamin is asking whether we can get the presentation. You joined in late, it's okay. We're going to sort that out. What is HEIFA about? I also shared that you can be able to learn about HEIFA through our social media platforms, so that you can be able to know what we do, some of the things that we have done, the projects that we implement. Austin is asking, Baringo County, is it legible in the criteria? Agnes, perhaps you can respond to that.
I think Baringo County is outside for the promo.
Okay. So Baringo County is not included in the areas that the promo is targeting. Aaron Mumbo is asking for tractor ownership. Is it also limited to the named counties? Is from Busia.
Yeah, no, for tractor ownership, I think the counties are more open, like Busia, the Western region, Busia, Bungoma, Kisumu, the Western counties, they're eligible for tractor ownership. Actually, a number of the tractors that have been distributed, or those who have accessed the tractor financing through the pay-as-you-go model, majority of them are from the Western region. So Busia is part of it.
Maybe addition to maybe an addition to that, Agnes, is that for now, especially for this promo, we are focusing in unentered regions. So of course, we will not lock anyone outside. We will not lock someone from Baringo or from Busia outside, but we will first give priority to people who have come from the regions that Agnes has mentioned previously, and then we will consider the rest thereafter.
Okay, so I think this answers the question that Danish asked. Does it mean that even for one to qualify for the pay-as-you-go tractor, they have to come from the mentioned counties? That's already addressed. So Benjamin, and I know this is a question that I'd like Belinda to respond to. Benjamin is asking, currently brokers get Kenya shillings 100 per acre. Kenya shillings 50 will not be competitive enough. So that's a question by Benjamin. Could you respond to that? That was a direct message sent to me. I think not everyone saw that. Yes. Belinda?
Thank you so much, Benjamin. First, this is a promo. Number two, we are giving this 50 shillings not as a salary or as a wage, but we are giving it as an incentive to motivate our new farmers on board so that they can be able to book. Because at the end of the day, the end goal is not the 50 shillings per acre. The end goal is that someone be able to book enough acres so that we can be able to finance them to have a tractor. And then number two, we are likely to have two categories of bookings here for those who are booking so that they can own tractors. And then for those who are booking so that they can get demand for our existing tractor owners. So of course, when you're given 50 shillings, it's for the booking that you have made. And of course, there's a commission that is usually paid to every booking agent. 5% of the total cost usually is paid to the booking agent once the work is done.
Let me jump in just to add on what Belinda has said. One of the requirements, as you had, is that you need to have a 5% commission. So why are we giving 50 shillings per acre? We also want to fast track you towards our target, and our objective is you qualify for the 1235 acres. So if you qualify for the 1235 acres, our objective is to fast track you towards also affording that 5%. So if you say 5% of 3.5 million, that's around 235,000 that you need to contribute for you to qualify for tractor ownership. So if you have qualified for the acreage 1235, if you do the maths, you have and we are giving you 50 shillings, you have already earned 60,000. If you do 1235 times 50, that's 60,000. That 60,000 can be able to offset your deposit requirement. You understand? That is one. Number two, as Belinda has mentioned in her last statement, is that you, as a booking agent, we are not just targeting the tractor owners, and we know for sure not everyone here, not every young person or woman who can afford to be a tractor owner, at least immediately. We have had and seen booking agents who have started as booking agents. You work, you aggregate demand, you get used to the business, and then you graduate to become a tractor owner. So we are also very we are aware that some people start as booking agents. So we are also facilitating you towards that. Secondly, this competition, I also want to clarify that if you qualify for, if you book a minimum of 100 acres, okay, and if you book a maximum of 1235 acres for you to be able to qualify for tractor ownership, we are giving you another incentive. Why the motorbikes? I also want to explain that. We have seen that even tractor owners, people who have tractor owners, they need logistical facilitation. Okay, for you to move from farm A to go to inspect where your tractor is working, you need facilitation. And that's why we said we need to throw in an opportunity for you to be able to own a motorbike. Okay, as a booking agent as well, you'll also be eligible for that draw. I want to clarify that. If you have booked 500 acres, for instance, you are also eligible to enter into that draw. So it's not restricted to only those who qualify for 1235 acres. So that also as a booking agent, when you are aggregating acreage, booking acreage, visiting farmers, you also have that facilitation. So thank you.
Thanks, Francis, for that detailed clarity. We have a question from Ren. What documentation is needed to book plowing acreage for farmers? Belinda, could you maybe take that up?
Yeah, sure. After this introductory meeting, we are going to organize another meeting for everyone who is interested to move forward, whereby we will train you on how to use the Hello Tractor app and how to register in it, because we're keeping all the data on the digital application. Yeah.
Okay, and I think this would be a good follow-up question. Does the platform have a way to help measure the acreage, especially in areas where farms are not well defined?
100%. 100%. So we are going to have an info session, particularly to show us on how to measure farms using the Hello Tractor application. And of course, in that session, we will also dig deep on what it takes to be a booking agent, because booking agent cuts across. For someone who wants to want a tractor, he has to be a booking agent first and book the farmers' farms. And we will also dig deep into the application and do practically, so that you know, it doesn't remain on paper. Yeah.
Thanks, Belinda. And I think that would be a very great and interesting session for people to participate in, so that they can also be able to know how the Hello Tractor app actually works. Another question is, and I think still this would be a good question for you. I have the 5% down payment at hand. Will I start the process of ownership as I book courage? After joining, will I be getting a readily available work via Hello Tractor app? Thank you. Belinda?
Yes, I think I may need to read that question so that I can get it.
It's from Ren Mumbo.
Coco.
Ren, yeah.
Yeah, now we already have tractors within our platform that are currently working. And so if someone here has ready demand, just let us know. We will train you on how to book, and then we will link you up to the tractors that are nearby you, who can help service those farms even as you wait to receive your tractor. Actually, it is part of the requirement that if you're coming from an area which is in plowing season right now, part of your bookings should be serviced by our existing tractors, even as we wait to give you your own tractor. So of course, we will train you how to book. You will book. We will only require this 5% down payment from you once we have checked your bookings, that you have measured the farms properly using the Hello Tractor app. And once we have also verified that you are dealing with smallholder farmers. So this comes at the very latter end, this bit of 5% down payment. The first thing is to learn how to use the Hello Tractor app, book through the Hello Tractor app. If you have readily available work, please let us know so that we can get you available tractors right now to work on those farms. When we shall have verified your work, then we will give you now the other processes of now acquiring the ownership, including the 5% down payment. Thank you.
And don't even unmute your mic. How do you help get tractor operators for tractor owners?
This is from Benjamin. Thank you. We do conduct operator training for our existing tractor owners and for those who would want to own tractors. So in case your major challenge is a tractor operator, you can let us know in good time so that we can recommend you to one. And also if there is an operator whom you already have and you would want us to teach them best practices, also let us know. But even before we get to give you the tractor, we shall have already taken your operators through the operator training so that that tractor is well taken care of. Yes, Elizabeth.
If I book the maximum carriage, does one make profit, or will they go to paying, or they will go to paying the premiums? That's from Danish.
Oh, okay, thank you. This is how pay-as-you-go works. You show us that you have work by making bookings. Once we have validated that the work is real, then we will give you a tractor. When we give you a tractor, you are the tractor manager. So you set the price for your farmers, and we will only require you to be paying an X amount of money to pay for the premiums every week on every acre done. Let me rephrase that in a simpler term. For every work done, you are supposed to repay around 14% interest. It should be around 850 shillings. It's around that figure now. It may go higher or lower depending on the tractor model that you take, depending on the equipment that you will take as well, the implements that you will choose. So the only money that Hello Tractor will deduct from your business is what is aimed at a repayment of the 35 acres in a year. And then the rest, it's your job to manage it for the tractor management and also for yourself as your own profit. I hope that makes sense. Benjamin.
So Belinda. Okay. So Belinda, so if, for example, for 2 months, my tractor is not in operation, how do we go about that?
Thank you so much. Hello Tractor already understands that the Kenyan farming system is so seasonal. And in most of the areas within the country, the season is at peak at the beginning of the year. That's around mid-December to around end of March. And then it again peaks from around July to November, and in another area it peaks around October to November. So ideally, we expect that you do 3/4 of your work in 6 months' time, like during the 2 peak seasons of the year. And then when there is little work in your area, you can find work in other areas. So we don't expect you to do high acres during the low seasons. But the PG financing model is made in a way that that you're supposed to repay just when you work. For example, if there is a lot of work in Nakuru between December to March, we expect you to do your best in that period so that when your tractor lies in for 2 months without having anything to do and you don't pay for it in that 2 months, then still, if you spread across the year, like if you spread it to the next season, you'll still be able to manage to do 1235 acres in a period of 1 year. The reason why we have the standard of 1235 acres in 1 year is it's only when your tractor can effectively pay 1235 acres in 1 year, that is, pay for each and every acre in this 1235 acres in 1 year, that you will be able to finish within 5 years. And so if you can be able to do more, you can take less time, but the standard period is 5 years, and it's seasonal, and our structuring of the financing captures the seasonality of the agricultural sector in Kenya.
Okay, how many acres should one do in a day? There are limits.
Okay, we have, once you have your tractor, we have monthly targets and quarterly targets. A year has 4 quarters. And so there are quarters where we expect you to do more, especially the first quarter and the third quarter, though that depends with your region. And so what we do is we usually have monthly reviews of all the owners on our platform to see how you're performing. Your tractor ideally cannot work on a daily basis. Why? Number one, sometimes tractor usually has breakdowns. And number two, even if there are no breakdowns, sometimes you will not have that work to do on a daily basis. So that is why we set quarterly targets. So there are quarters that are higher than the rest. And that's why we also have monthly targets. And we usually check all those every time, just to make sure that we help you to remain in pace.
Okay. I see there's so many questions. Maybe we can also try to be brief as possible. In the app, it seems that one has to choose either to become a booking agent or a tractor owner. At what point does one change from being an agent to an owner?
Well, everyone starts at the point of being a booking agent stroke farmer, so that you can learn how to book and measure farms. Once you have qualified, we will train you on how to use the Hello Tractor Owner application account. That comes later.
Okay, and then there's a question on climate smart agriculture. Due to climate change, most potato farmers are shifting to chisel plow from disc plow. However, most tractors that can handle such implement have 90 to 120 HP. Do you provide tractors with horsepower 90 to 120?
The maximum horsepower tractors that we are giving is 75 horsepower. The reason for that is because, number one, we expect this project to benefit as many people as possible. And that is why we have a loan limit of 5 million for everyone. Why 75 horsepower tractor? Because 75 horsepower tractor can work averagely on hard soils within the country, and can also be able to effectively handle a 3-tine chisel or even a 2-tine chisel, which is also used in the potato farming. So that for us to reach everyone, we have put a limit of 5M.
Okay. For the booking, must the acreage be plowed first before I can be confirmed as having qualified, or registering interested farmers is enough?
Well, if you are in a place where there is work ongoing, we would highly recommend that we link you up to our existing tractor owners to work on those farms. The reason for that is because it's easy for anyone to go out there and book farms, while in real sense, they're not practical farms. Well, someone might get away with that scheme, but the reality on the ground is when someone has built a network of farmers, then when they get the tractor, they can put it to use all year long, as opposed to someone who just, didn't even have real demand. So if you have that demand, let us have it. But if not, we will still have to verify to see if the farms that you have booked are making sense. Real, yeah.
And once you verify, how long does it take for somebody to now get the tractor? Or how long does it take for you to deliver the tractor?
Okay, thank you. We do intend to give tractors at the end of this promo, that is before end of December, for the regions that Agnes mentioned. The first 5 regions that we really take consideration into will be Nakuru, Nandi, Narok, Tana River, Turkana, and Homa Bay. And of course, ideally, even outside this promotion program, anytime that we have a quorum, anytime that we have a number, we can always take them through the other processes so that we give them the tractors. And the tractors are usually also given in bits. So we do not say that when you give tractor in December, then it's up to December next year. We give them in bits. If you give it in December, for example, we would have another round in early January or mid of the year.
Okay. Agnes, a question to you. In my case, I live in Nakuru and have a network of farmers in Baringo, starting December to March. Can I be eligible using such a network?
Yeah, you are eligible, so long as you get the acreages or you use the platform.
Okay. I think I'm going down to the last 2, and Belinda, I think this is for you. What type of implements are provided? Kindly, if you could provide a list.
Most of the implements that we give are those that can be tracked with our using the Hello Tractor application. And so those implements are defined by the ability of a tractor to move in sequence and form a pattern. That would include things like plows, chisels, reapers, harrows, rotavators. Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe if someone has a special implement, they can just get back and then we'll discuss and see if that's within our range. Yeah.
And what's the interest for 5 million loan? How much is one expected to repay, compounded and interest are included?
Thank you. When everything is compounded, that's what now brings it to the 5 million when you're done with the repayments. The interest rate is 14% on reducing balance.
Okay. So I'll pick the last question so that we can be able to keep time. Hello, sorry, I joined the meeting late. How are the tractors acquired? I think that one you have already given a guideline. What is the minimum amount of money to get? Maybe you can just, Belinda, just give a brief overview of the minimum amount, how you could easily respond to this question.
Thank you. We give tractors to everyone who has farmer networks. That is someone who can do 1235 acres in 1 year, and they're not able to get financing through the banks because of the shortcomings, like the high down payments and the securities required. The minimum amount that you need to make is 5%. 5% is around 250,000 Kenyan shillings. Yeah, and then the rest now you pay as the tractor works, but repayments are made on a weekly basis, which we will now explain more when we have inducted you into the program. Yeah.
Okay, thanks Belinda and Agnes for responding to the various questions. I would now like to invite Francis to just give a wrap up for this particular session. Francis.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Very insightful. Thank you, team, for being so engaging. Before I wrap up, I have a small exercise for you. First of all, we appreciate your time for taking time to listen, to join in. I know from your busy schedules, but as I wrap up, there's something I'm posting on the chat. If you can be able to just type, how did you learn about this session? You know, I know you joined, but how did you learn? Please specify. Is it through Twitter? Is it through Facebook? Is it from a friend? Even if it's from a friend, if it's Facebook, you can say Facebook through Francis on Facebook. Can you guys get typing as we wrap up? Please, that is very important. Yeah, Heifa Kenya Twitter, Facebook. I can see. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Austin, Victor, WhatsApp group, Hero Tractor Facebook. Oh, fantastic. Wangari Kuria from Wangari Kuria. So very good. So please type, get typing as I make my concluding remarks. So I know this is just 1 hour, a lot of questions to cover, a lot of things that we can't be able to explain. This is not the last session. I have had so many questions on the app. Our next session will be next week, and we would like you to return. There is no point of abandoning this wonderful session. So we'd love to have you there so that you can learn more. So we'll focus more, and we will be communicating on what will be the topic for the day. But please know that this app has already started. If I were you, we are going to share a poster with a call center, you know, where you can call Hello Tractor to be able to learn more and to ask more questions. In fact, McKenna, if you can just type that number on the poster, the Hello Tractor call center number, so that people can be able to share and to ask questions. You can also, maybe McKenna, if you can put that general poster that has a contact. Check us out on Facebook. I'm very happy to see that you are learning this on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. I can see your responses. So we will be communicating more, but more importantly, we want you to be part of this opportunity, because our goal is to improve access to financing, especially for young people, for women. So yeah, there you go. That's the call center number, 0703-779-664. So we are very excited, and we look forward to talking to Hero Tractor, you guys making the bookings, so that we can have this as a pathway to tractor ownership, as a pathway to your new businesses. We're calling it mechanization tractor business opportunity. So we are very happy, and we are also going to be giving more details about some of these questions. We may not have exhausted them. We may not have answered every question. There are questions that you may have after this that may come up. Please engage us on Facebook, on that call center number, Twitter. Hello Tractor is also on Facebook and Twitter. Please ask those questions. We also want you to share this opportunity with others. You are our ambassadors. You are our agents of passing on this message. Okay, so we look forward to engaging you more. But for now, we want to thank you, and also want to make sure that we have your emails, and we are going to make sure we email the link for the sake of those who joined late. Then we have been recording this session. We are going to email that link so that you can be able to follow the discussions that may have taken place before you joined the session. So for now, I want to say thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much. If you haven't told me where you got the information about this session. So please type before you log out. But for now, I want to say thank you and wish you a lovely day. It is now 11:02. We want to respect your time and we want to edit there. Thank you so much.
So thank you and you have yourself a lovely day. Bye-bye.
Yeah,